give your opinion on what you think might be the best options to resolve government gridlock in Washington and what you believe should happen to the national debt limit. Again, CBS6Albany.com. Well, get that shirt off. That was the first message a judge had for Larry Ahrens today, the Rotterdam man who is being sentenced for terrorizing his ex-girlfriend and her new beau. As you'll see for yourself, Ahrens' shirt seemed to deliver another threat of violence. It was not the kind of sentencing where the guilty party wears a suit to court. Instead, 33-year-old Larry Ahrens chose to wear a T-shirt with a message on the front that read, "Stop snitching." The back, more threatening, "Snitches get stitches." Judge Michael Kokomo ordered him to remove it upon entering the courtroom.
It sure wasn't my idea.
Ahrens' attorney, Cheryl Coleman, had told her client to remove the shirt, but he refused. His antics, however, did not change the sentence awaiting him, 15 years in state prison and 5 years post-release supervision.
Perhaps at some point you'll realize that living a law-abiding life is the appropriate way to live. If for any reason, as an example to your own children.
There were no victim impact statements, and Ahrens had nothing to say before being led away in cuffs.
There was really no point. I mean, he really said everything he needed to say when he said the word guilty a couple months ago.
There was significant evidence against the 33-year-old who waged a campaign of terror upon an ex-girlfriend and her new beau. In an effort to keep his own hands from getting dirty, he often paid others to do the dirty work, to throw explosive devices at their cars or home. Those hired hands offered to testify against Ahrens and were likely the intended recipients of his message. Ahrens eventually accepted the plea deal he was sentenced to today.
It's a hard hit, but it's not a life-ending hit, and unfortunately for Larry, the evidence was overwhelming, and it could have put him in prison for several lifetimes.
Yes, Your Honor.
So it was, the least bad solution for him.
Well, Ahrens pled guilty to a pair of felonies, second-degree arson and first-degree criminal possession of a weapon. According to Attorney Coleman, Ahrens will serve at least 12 years of that 15-year sentence. Upon his release, he's required to stay away from the victim.